and I'm a head designer based in London. Welcome to my studio and welcome to this video where we will be talking about materials that are required in order to make beautiful, absolutely stunning organza flowers. And I'm wearing my Gale hat today for a reason, because it has a perfect example of the flowers that I will be teaching how to make during my next live tutorial on a YouTube membership channel that will be this Thursday on 24th of October, 5 p.m. UK time. So in order to join, you can in order to join the tutorial, please join my membership. The description and how to join is in the description below with links, and please choose Millinery Member Plus so you can join not just this tutorial that will be on Thursday, but also other live millinery courses, recordings of the live sessions in case you couldn't join me live, and other millinery courses that are available to watch right now, and quite a few really amazing tutorials that are available to Millinery Member Plus and member category. So welcome everyone. I'm so thrilled to see you. And for those who are joining, just to remind that today is going to be a session of we're going to go through different materials that will be required in order to make beautiful flowers, organza flowers, hand-shaped flowers that I will be teaching this Thursday, 24th of October at 5 p.m. on my YouTube Millinery membership channel. So please join under Millinery Member Plus category so you can get access to all my live sessions and the recordings. So let me show you the example of the flowers that we will be making. So first of all, some examples are on the Gale hat that I'm wearing right now, and of course on my Aurora hat. This is a boat hat that I made for spring summer collection. And you see, it's a very basic hat that I made using cinnamon straw. I blocked it over two different parts, crown and the brim, and then I attached together. This tutorial is also available on my Millinery membership. So if you decide to join, you would be able to learn the technique of how I made a hat using cinnamon straw blocked over wooden hat blocks. So it's quite useful tutorial where I explain in details how to stretch the cinnamon straw, how to prepare cinnamon straw, how to manipulate the material, because cinnamon can be quite tricky, even though it's quite fun to work with. But when you're blocking, it's very much important to know how to stretch the fabric, especially on the crown, because of the curve. You have to know how to manipulate the fabric especially in order to create very flat surface. So I decorated this hat with beautiful flowers made of organza, and this is also organza, but the different types, and with the gold leaf. Made of satin and covered with metallic foil, and it looks really beautiful. The combination of pink, fuchsia, and gold, really striking, and the colors will be perfect for a lot of colors of the outfit. So it's a perfect combination. It also has a little bit of gray inside, and pink and gray. It's actually a very beautiful combination. You can also see right here I have a gray flower and pink flower, and I also color matched. If you can see the inside of the pink flower, it has the gray detail, and the pink flower has also gray detail. So it's a really nice way of combining different colors together so that flowers have this particular way of color fusion, so that when you look at the hat from the distance, it doesn't look only pink or gray, but there's actually a game of two different colors, lighter and darker palette, which is obviously gives depth to to the decoration and makes it much richer in texture. So learning how to make flowers allows you to combine different fabrics, different colors together. Obviously, there are a lot of beautiful flowers that you can buy online. They're amazing quality, silk, organza, a lot of vintage flowers. You can also check one of the suppliers, the Petershams, based in the UK. They have amazing supply of beautiful flowers, including vintage, for those who love vintage decorations. They had a lot, including flowers and ribbons, so worth checking. But learning how to make flowers on your own will allow you so much more freedom and imagination of what materials you can use, what colors you can use, what shapes you can use, because flowers, there's so many different types of flowers, right? So you can make a rose, or you can make an orchid, or you can make this beautiful flower, I forgot what's the name. It blooms in the spring, well, like many more other flowers bloom in the spring. Very, very beautiful tall leaves. Okay, I forgot what's the name. It will come back to me. But learning the shape of the flower, you can create your own patterns or experiment with different shapes and put them in together. And during the course, I will show you different templates, and I forgot to prepare the templates right now, but I might just leave you for a second and go grab them. So what materials will be required? So first of all, let me put this aside. So first of all, the basic material will be a fabric, organza fabric. So I do love working with organza because it's really nice and quite transparent, light material. As you can see, you can see through the fabric, which is quite unique and quite beautiful. And there's so many different colors of organza. That's why I really love working with this particular fabric. So many amazing shades, pink, dark pink, light pink, gray, red, green. I mean, you name it. You go to the fabric store and you just don't know which fabric to choose because so many colors. So I have very basic selection, because those are that I usually use. Pastel colors. So this is a lovely pink, and this is very light gray color. This is the same. This is nice reddish, dark pink, hot pink, whatever it is, color. Really, really nice. And it could be a very nice combination of these two together to give depth while you're creating the flowers. And you can also use chiffon. So one of the flowers here, this one is chiffon. It's very nice pink, also color matching with organza flower. It's slightly harder to shape, but it's manageable because organza, it's more synthetic fabric and it melts really fast. So during the workshop, I'm going to show you how not to burn the fabric, because I think here, this is already the fabric that I've created. If you can see the little holes, that was too much of heat. And you see, 1 second you distract yourself and suddenly you forget about the heat and you burn the fabric, and that's it. You can't use it anymore. So you have to be very, very careful. So using a low or medium heat is essential. And so because organza is quite soft and light material, it's really hard to manipulate it when it's just one layer. So during the tutorial on Thursday, I will show you how to make a thicker layer. And in order to make it thicker and more manageable to shape and to actually make the form of the flower. And for that, we will be using my absolutely favorite fabric. This is dry glue, I think would be more correct to name it. It's called a Bonda web, and you can buy it any fabric store or almost any fabric store or online. whatever is available to you. It's called Bonda web. And by the way, all the materials, all the names of the materials are in the description below, so you can go and have a look. The list of tools and fabrics that you will need for the workshop. So this is, for those who don't know, this is an amazing fabric that helps to fuse 2 layers together. It doesn't matter what, I mean, it almost matters what fabrics you try to fuse, because some fabrics are really hard to bond. A lot of synthetic fabrics, but some of them are really easy to bond together, and you can create a very unique fabric, not just making organza flowers, but you can use it for many different techniques. You can apply decorations to hats, to your outfits as well. It's very useful and really, really great fabric to have in your workroom anyway. And oh, this is another hat I prepared for you to show. This is also hand-shaped, but this is silk, and I decorated with metallic foil as well. So it's quite an old hat, one of the first that I made, but I still have it. Absolutely love it. And it also decorated with vintage lace veiling, and it's unique because they don't produce this veiling anymore. So whatever is left from manufacturing years and years ago, that's what you can buy. And the trim, the Petershams, the millinery supply that I mentioned before, they do have this beautiful vintage netting. It comes in turquoise, and I think they also have it in navy. It's very, very beautiful, very unique. And the benefit of this, that is made of silk and not polyester like other veilings. This one is modern veiling, and it's made of polyester, which not a big deal. It's still very beautiful, and there are many different styles of veilings, but this one is truly unique. And for those who appreciate vintage, retro styles, that would be really beautiful to add to your hats and decorations. And this flower also made with hand-shaped technique, so I didn't use flower tools at all. I'm trying to avoid, personally, it's again nothing wrong with that, it's just my personal choice. I do enjoy more shaping flowers. And obviously I'm going to show how to manipulate the petals that we're going to cut into beautiful floating shapes. Okay, so we need organza fabric or chiffon, or maybe silk if you have. We can try with that too. We will need Bonda web. It's great material to have no matter what you're making, flowers or just creating beautiful fabrics. We're going to need millinery wire, and you will need, this is cotton covered millinery wire, professional tool for making hats, and the millinery wire comes in different widths. So this one is 1 millimeter width, and you can also use 0.8. It's even finer, but we need it for to hold the flower. Sometimes you need it, sometimes you don't. So if you apply hat directly to the hat, you don't really need the wire. But if you're creating sort of like a bouquet that one flower comes from another, then you might need a wire in order to create the construction. I used to have a hat, but I don't have it. It's been sold. So it's a little hat, and the flowers go from one side to another, and I had to build the construction so that there were several flowers, 6 or 7 flowers that were going one from another, and I needed the wire in order to keep them all together. So this is the wire that you're going to need. And the benefit of this particular wire is that, well, first of all, we can cover it with fabric, but if you don't want to cover it with fabric, you can paint it with acrylic paints or with markers, with any color that you like, because it has cotton thread. So it's very easy to color in different colors that you that you prefer to color match with your decoration. So quite useful to know. So millinery wire, we will need obviously sharp fabric scissors. We will also need small scissors for more delicate cuts for threads and for cutting fine details of the petals, like little curves and things like that. So small scissors are essential to have. Glue. So this is Yoo-hoo glue. This is what I personally usually use. But if you have other glues, please, you are free to use them as well. What we're looking for in a glue that is quite strong, ideally doesn't smell because you don't want to inhale toxic fumes. And it has to dry ideally fast, so you don't have to wait for a very long time. And it's clear, it dries clear. So all these 4 tick boxes are with this glue. So if you have it, great. If you have something else, also great. What else? We need matching threads, whatever color you prefer. Ideally, you choose matching thread, and obviously needles. For flower making, I would recommend long needles. This is a bit curved, but ideally straight, long needle, because sometimes the flower is quite wide, so you want to go through all the layers at the bottom of the flowers. And obviously, yes, if you can see, it's quite big, so a big needle really helps to go through all the layers. Ideally long and thin, nothing too, so this is very thick, I would say. Okay. And this is perfect. Thimble. Ideally, you have thimble that also helps to go through the layers. Even though organza is quite soft fabric, but sometimes when too many layers, it might be quite hard to pull the needle through the fabric. So any thimble that you have, please use it. And templates. I don't have them right now. I'm really sorry, I forgot to prepare the templates, but the templates can be absolutely anything that you like. Just have a look on different flowers. You can download templates of the flowers online. There's a massive selection of templates, and you would ideally prepare 3 different sizes. A small one that goes for sort of like inside, like small one that goes inside, and then the bigger one in the middle, and a bigger petals to cover the entire flower. Or it can be just one single layer, like this, for example. No, this actually has 2 layers. Or this one has one. No, this also has 2 layers. Yeah, so 2, I think 2 layers is the best combination of minimum layers. So obviously you can have more, 1 layer, 2 layer, or 3 layers. And so maybe if you give me a moment, I'll be back. I think it's best I'll prepare the petals to show you. So don't go anywhere. I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay. Okay, found it. It's great when you have everything in one place so that you know where to find what. So I have a whole box of different petals. It's quite a mess, but I know the logistics, so it's fine. So I have these petals, which I showed during a previous tutorial when I was showing how to make felt fabric flowers. And for these flowers, actually, I used, so this is 2 layers, inside and outside, and this one is with 1 layer. But these are thicker flowers, felt and fabric. We're going to make organza flowers, which are finer and more gentle. So obviously, the more petals we have, the more intriguing the flower is, the dynamic is more beautiful, and the flower is richer in texture. So I have, this is for rose flower. could be. So I have a small one, and you can use carton paper from I don't know, any carton paper that you can find. The thicker the paper, the better, obviously, because you need to trace around. So try to avoid A4 regular paper, because it's going to be hard to trace around. The paper will be moving and you might leave marks on the petal itself. So cornflakes boxes, those are perfect, actually. So yeah, so one layer, the smallest one, the medium, and the biggest one. So the difference between them is not that big. So this is what we're aiming for. Other flowers, petals I have, let me see. These are for the leaves. Oh, this is magnolia. That's the flower tree that I was referring earlier, magnolia, because it's written, I remember it. And I had this flower made, the hat that I was referring earlier, it was also called magnolia, with magnolia petals. And I just made these petals myself. I didn't find it anywhere online, but feel free to have a look online what petals you prefer to work with. So yeah, so I have this magnolia flower that I think I will be using these petals in order to demonstrating how to make the flowers. So I have a smaller one, the medium, and slightly bigger one, and then we're going to be shaping, creating 3 or 4 of each, and then putting them together. It's always better to create 1 or 2 more, because when you put them together, sometimes you might use 3 petals, sometimes the second layer you might use 4 petals, and the third layers you might use even more petals, because they go all around. So depending how we like to shape the flower and how many petals you would want to put together, you will only know when you actually putting the puzzle of a flower together. So always best to create more flower petals than just 3 or 4. So I'm just going to put this aside, and okay. The hat is absolutely beautiful. Oh, thank you so much, Wong. Thank you. This is so lovely to hear. And hello, and thank you everyone, and hello who's joining and who's staying with me live since the very beginning. I hope you're enjoying, and it's a useful tutorial. And please do press likes if you like the video and the information that you learned today. And for those who are new to this channel, please do subscribe. It really helps to the channel a lot. You have no idea. So please do subscribe and hit the notification button so that you never miss my next tutorial. And there are a lot of beautiful tutorials on different subjects about millinery craft and art that I'm happily share with everyone who loves learning new skill and who loves hat making and everything that is connected to this beautiful art. Doreen, hello, lovely to hear from you. Oh, it's so nice. So I think we finished for today. I think I gathered all information all together. So if you have any questions right now, please do ask. We still have a few minutes. I would be happy to reply or to explain in more details what to expect on Thursday. If you have any questions about the membership, if you try to join but unsuccessfully, sometimes YouTube is a bit tricky. So if you have any issues subscribing, do drop me a message or try again later. For those who don't know about the membership, this is my new platform where I teach hat making, and I provide more detailed tutorials about different techniques. And on Thursday, we're going to be learning how to make beautiful organza flowers. In order to join, there's a link in description of this video. So please follow the link and choose Millinery Member Plus category. this particular category allows you to watch all the videos live, and live videos will be every month. Every month will be different tutorial. The recordings will be available to every Millinery Member Plus who can't join live, but you can watch recordings. There's no limitation of time. You can watch at any time, months or 2 months later, the video will be there. And plus you get access to other millinery courses that I have on my website. All of the courses are available to member category members and Millinery Member Plus, but live sessions are available to all Millinery Member Plus, so that's why I really recommend to join this particular section. Do you have to stiffen the organza before cutting the petal? Oh, that's an amazing question, Doreen. Thank you so much, because I wanted to mention that and completely forgot. So that's why I love when you ask questions. So no, that's the beauty of this technique. There's no need for stiffening at all. Because for other flowers, yes, it's best when the fabric is pre-stiffened, but using the technique that I developed, and why I love it so much, you don't need stiffener at all. And I'm going to show you how to prepare material. It's very easy, very basic, but you do need to learn and understand why I'm doing that. After that, the material is quite stiff, so we don't really need to use any stiffener, any glue, and the fabric will be very easy stretched and shaped. Oh, and there's another tool that we will be needing. Oh my God, silly me. Well, first of all, we're going to be needing an iron because this is how we're going to be attaching the materials together. Basic iron, or you can have iron with a steam. That's my baby at the back. Steam iron will be perfect for this technique because it has just the heat of the iron, and then we're going to need steaming in order to shape the fabric. So this is very, very important, and I don't know how I forgot. So you can either use the steam of the steam iron, or you can use a kettle, whatever you have available, but we will need a strong steam. You might also try to use garment steamer like this one. This is basic garment steamer. This also might work, but sometimes they're not very strong. So for cinema straws and stretching and manipulating cinema straws, this is great. But sometimes for flowers or for felts especially, this might not be as good or as strong. So yes, ironing board, steam, and no stiffener. So I hope that we tick that off the list. So any more questions, please do ask. Just gonna give 1-2 minutes. And in the meantime, you can also say hi. I would love to see who's online. And thank you so much again, everyone who joined. It was an amazing session, and I do hope to see you on Thursday. You're welcome, Doreen. Thank you for the question. I do hope to see you on Thursday, 24th of October at 5 p.m. UK time. If you can't make it, that's okay. You can watch the recording later. You can always reach out, ask questions. I will also will reply the questions even after the session. And yes, that's it. And in order to join, link in the description. Choose Millinery Member Plus category, and I hope you enjoy all the tutorials that are already available on the Millinery YouTube membership already. So thank you so much, everyone who joined. So happy to see you today, and thank you for all your questions and all your comments. And I'll see you on Thursday. And I'm wishing you a wonderful day. Happy hat making. And I'll see you soon. Bye.